Good morning, Mel. Good morning. So here's my intro. Welcome to Get Rich 101 by Sekou Writes. Very important to put the by Sekou Writes. So Get Rich 101 by Sekou Writes. And I am a survivor. If 100 people had my stroke, only 17 people would survive. Only 17 people would survive. So our big shout out to everyone that helped serve me, that helped me make it through, because that's a very staggering number. And I want to give a shout out to New Thought Media Network. And also, I am not an advisor. I'm not a financial advisor or a physical advisor. So take what I give you and take it to your nearby financial advisor and ask and ask and ask. If you don't have a financial advisor yet, what you waiting on? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Okay, so hey, Rev Mel.
Hey,
How you
good
doing?
day. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing.
Good.
So I wanted to show you what I found in Nashville as I was cleaning up, getting ready to go. I looked and I saw this. Dun, dun, dun.
Uh,
Dun, dun, dun. Well, you all that don't know, Rev Mel got me this copy. She got me this copy. And I found it. I was like, oh my goodness. And look what P. King has. P. King has da, 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 a due copy. So we are abundant. We are abundant.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
That
is
is
there a
so
story around this
cool.
book? Is there a story?
Well, um, they were releasing like a special, it wasn't a special edition, but they did like a special cover for it. And so I saw it and I was like, I got to get it for you. So
All right, thank you,
that's
thank
the
you.
story because I loved all the gold and
Yes, right. It feels abundant. It feels abundant.
yes.
It looks abundant, right?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. I might have to do something like that. But for my book, oh, it's coming out.
Yes. Your two books coming out.
My two books. I've been doing so much with these with the Fiverr people, getting everything right, getting everything together. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm,
Nice. I
I'm,
love it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I got stuff.
You got stuff? Well, good,
I
because I got
got
nothing.
stuff.
got,
Yes, I got a
come
whole
on,
Sekou Writes Get Rich
come
101
on,
by Sekou Writes card.
come on
'Cause
with
I
it.
was so inspired by Monday's show. And so I took some notes. And
Okay.
you were talking about the power of being positive. And
Yes.
so I want to share with you one of the things that you said.
Okay.
You said, when I can deflect in my mind what's happening, so I can deflect it back, so I can deflect it to a more positive outcome.
Mm,
My body says yes. My body says yes, regardless of what I put in front of it.
mm, mm.
So you was talking about
Running.
running.
I had to be running.
Yeah, you was talking about running and how you didn't want to run, and then you realized you had to shift your
Yeah.
mindset and be think positive about it.
And you know what's funny? What's funny is I had a for real cramp on Friday. I mean, it hurt bad. It hurt bad. I was like, don't touch it. Feet, don't touch it. Like it hurt really bad. And I was thinking it's going to take me a week. That's what I decided arbitrarily. It's going to take me a week, right? It's going to take me a week to get out of it. And then, then B King started running, and I was like, "How's she just gonna run?" right? And then I started running, and then I got through the whole thing without needing anything. I was like, "All right, well, I got to run tomorrow because I've already run today." You know what I'm saying? And now I don't even feel it. I don't even feel the
hmm
stroke. It's like it's gone. It's like crazy. It's crazy to me.
No, it ain't crazy. It ain't crazy. You made up your mind. You made up your mind that it wasn't going to take a week. You made up your mind that nothing was going to stop you. You made up your mind that you can do it, and you did.
Yeah. That was dope.
And that can be applied to anything and everything in our lives.
Ashe.
Can
be applied to anything and everything.
Anything and everything. So sidebar, sometimes we get cramps because we're not drinking enough water.
Ooh, yeah.
I hear the hand clapping in the background.
Time out. I got to put something in there. Yesterday, I went to my third neurologist, and they were struggling to find a vein so they could take blood. And they were like, well, you don't drink any water? And I was like, yeah, drink a little bit of water today. You need to drink water. And so they took it out of my hand, right? And so now everyone's talking about me drinking water. So that's my sidebar. I am drinking water.
All right. Well, amen to all that. And is that water you drinking?
I'm drinking tea, but it's made with lots of water.
All right. There's I've heard lots of different formulas for how much water we need to drink. The one that's cemented in my mind is whatever your weight is, drink half of that in ounces.
Drink
of water.
Wait a minute. Half of my weight?
Yeah. So let's say you weighed 100 pounds, right? You would drink 50 ounces of water a day. But of course, you would work up to whatever it is. You wouldn't just like start, that day. You work up because you want to, get your body used to the increases in the volume of water.
Yeah, because really I have to add on more water than average because I'm running every day.
Yeah.
So I'm sweating every day. And so I need to add
and especially in this heat.
Yeah.
And our brain loses a percentage of water through our sweat. Okay, our brains are 73% water.
Okay.
So it's important that we hydrate because especially our brains need hydration.
Yeah. Did I tell you that that's part of why I had my stroke? Because I decided that I didn't want to drink water for the half marathon.
What?
I know. I just decided, I was like, I'm not going to drink water. I don't need no water. And then all the what's that? At all the places where they had taken pictures of us training for the half marathon, they show everybody drinking. Everybody's holding a cup of water except me. And I'm like, man.
When was the half marathon?
The half marathon was sometime when I was in Nashville before the stroke. Before the stroke for sure. And I ran it and I made it and I did the whole half marathon, but not long after that. Boom.
See if you could find when you did that half marathon.
Okay. I'll find it.
So it was in 2022. It was before July 14th.
Yeah.
Woo. Well, I hope you got a hard head. You know that?
I know.
You got a hard head.
I know. I was like, I need no water. I can do it without water. I was like, no, you can't. No, you can't. For those of you listening, no, you can't. You need that water. You need
that water. Hydrate. Yeah. You want to talk about abundance?
Yeah.
Drink an abundance of water.
Drink an abundance of water.
If you want to have an abundant life, you drink an abundance of water. You want to have an abundant life. All right, I'm gonna stop fussing at you. So with this, so something else you said yesterday. that I just love when you were talking about Stan Lee.
Stan Lee, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And you were stressing about being positive and how
Yes,
positive he
yes,
is.
yes, yes. Because most people let that go by them. Watching the movie, they just let that go by them. Oh, he's so positive. They let it go by them. But it stuck with me. It stuck with me because of all these other places where I read that about being positive, about really being positive.
I'm going to look for that documentary.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a good film. And so you think about, for those of you who know Stan Lee and you know his claim to fame and you recognize him when he pops up in his cameos, you just know, oh, he did something great. But it wasn't that. It was like he met everything with positivity. Everything with positivity. Didn't give up on anything and just kept on doing, kept on doing, kept on doing. And that's what expanded everything. You know?
Yeah. So just so you know, he passed away in 2018.
Oh no!
Yeah, but he lived to be like in his 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Is his wife? His wife surviving?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. Stan Lee.
Look at this from Free King. Don't stop, pussy can't drink. All right, I'm drinking the water.
And then the other thing you said, well, I want to stay on the positive thing for a minute because I was sharing the power of being positive with Zola on Monday before I saw your show. And I love when that happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stan Lee's wife died in 2017. Okay. So I needed to get Zola a non-driver's ID, and I wanted to get her the enhanced ID. And all of the appointments were like far out, like when they're already going to be at school. And we were out opening up a new bank account for her. And I said, you know what, let's go by AAA, because if you're a AAA member, you could go to their place of business and you could do a lot of things that you would normally have to do at the DMV because they have a partnership. So I said, let's just go to the AAA place and see if we could get the non-driver's ID there. Now, I had already gone on their site and I already knew the next available appointment was August 25th. But I said, we just going to go. We just going to be positive that they will take a walk-in, right? And it says like no walk-in, no, it says all this on their site. You must have an appointment. So we get there, and before we go in, I say to Zola, we're going to be positive. We know that you're going to get this ID. They're going to take you as a walk-in. She was like, yes, mommy, right? Hand claps, high five. So we go inside, and the woman behind, the first woman that we see, she's like the check-in person. So she's checking your documents and all that stuff. And the person she was talking to, the customer was pleasant, but the worker had like a little attitude. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Well, she got to have an attitude, right? And I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I get up there and I was like, good day. How are you? And she's like, fine. I was like, that's wonderful. So I don't have an appointment. And she like squishes up her face. She's like,
oh no, oh no, oh no.
I'm like, I don't have an appointment, but this is the thing. I really do believe that we could get my daughter's non-driver's ID and before she goes to school. So she said, you need to make an appointment. I said, yeah. I get all of that. But listen, she's leaving for school August 10th. And I really want her to have her ID before then, or at least in the process, right? And I just know, girl, I know you can help us with this, right? And I'm just smiling and everything, like looking at her. And then she goes, let me see. Right. And she gets up and she walks away. So she comes back and she says to one of her coworkers, look to see if there's any cancellations. Right. So he's doing his thing. And he got a little attitude as well.
Right.
So he's doing his thing, looking in the system.
Right.
And he said the first appointment is August 25th, which I already knew.
Yeah, right.
So she said, well, is there any way you could squeeze her in? Right. What? She says this to her coworker. Right. Okay. So he was like, no. Right. So then she says to me, go have a seat. Right. So we go and sit down. So Zola's like, mommy, we might as well go. I said, it's going to work out. Watch. It's going to work out. Right. I said, she didn't say no. Right.
Right.
And so she said, yeah, but the guy said August 25th. I said, no.
Right.
Let's just sit here. Let's just send all of them. Let's just send them all love. Right. Send them all love because they seem very stressed.
Right.
So the woman she calls me back up and she said, I wish you came earlier because DMV closes at 4 and it was like 3:30. And so they're connected to the DMV system. And so she was like, so I don't think it's going to happen. So I said, really? I just really feel like it could happen though. Right. So she's just looking at me. She goes, let me talk to my manager. Right. So she goes over there. Right. She comes back. She said, oh, my manager stepped out. I said, it's okay. I could wait. So I went back. We went back and sat down. So the manager comes in. So I see her like huddled with the manager or whatever. And the manager goes over to the guy. And then the guy calls us up. So he's like, let me see all your documents. So I like show him all my documents. And then he's like, you don't have proof of address, right? So I said, oh, I could show you proof of address on my phone, on a bill, right? So he said, no, we have to see the actual, you got to print it out, right?
Wow.
So then the manager's listening. So then she goes, well, we can't do it today anyway, because it's almost 4:00. So we can't do it today anyway. So she said, did y'all look to see if there's any cancellations? So he said, yes, I looked to see if there was, he had an attitude.
Wow.
He was like, yes, I looked to see if there was any cancellation. There are no cancellations. Everyone's waited till the last minute to get these IDs and, he's going in.
Right.
So the manager's like, okay, all right, like to him.
Yeah, right.
So I say to the manager, I said, so my daughter's going to Tuskegee, because these are all Black folks. I said, my daughter's going to Tuskegee,
right,
and she's leaving on August 10th, and I really want her to go with an ID. So she says, let me show you something to the guy, right? So there's this custom thing. She said, press custom, press this, press that, and put her in right there at 9:00 the next day.
What?
Yes. So she says to us, can y'all come tomorrow at 9:00? So here goes Zola. Mommy, we have a trip at camp tomorrow. I looked at her. I said, girl, you don't shut up. I'm like, yes, we could come tomorrow at 9:00. So that was yesterday. So we go, we get there. We're the first ones there. I said, we're going to get there early before they even open up.
Right.
So we're the first ones there. We go in. All the same players are there except for the manager. And they take us. I got the proof of address. I got everything we needed. someone else winds up helping us, not the guy. So another staff person helps us. 1, 2, 3. Our appointment was at 9. We got out of there at 9:45.
Wow.
Enough time for me to take Zola to her job and for her to be there before they left to go on the trip.
Wow.
So it all worked out. So I said to Zola, I said, see, we are so powerful.
Yeah.
We're just energy.
Yeah.
And we could shift everything.
Yeah.
Right? I said, no matter what, you don't give up. You don't give up. She said, but mommy, what if they said no? I said, but they didn't. Why? I said, don't focus on things that didn't happen. Everything worked out, right? So let's just be grateful. She's like, you're right, you're right. I was like, yes. The power of positivity, even in the face of negativity.
Yeah, yeah. For you, it's like the power of continued positivity. Continued positivity, you know? Because at any point you could have stepped out. At any point you could have been like, all right, but you didn't. You hung in there. And this reminds me of a short story. Mine is much shorter than yours. But on flying here from Nashville to New York, I went up there to the desk, and the woman had attitude like your woman. Attitude. Yes. And I was like, hey, can you help me? No words spoken. Right? And I was like, I just want to know who I talked to about changing a seat. And she's like, what's your seat? Right. It's like attitude. Now, mind you, I had run in the airport. I did it inside Nashville Airport. So I was still giving off all the energy. I was smiling, and I was like, hey, bro, what's up? So yeah, I just want to know if I can get a seat, a little more leg room, right? And she was like, well, you have to pay for it. I said, what? I gotta pay for it? What? Oh nah. I guess we stuck with it then. And I started to walk away. She's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. And she looked at me. And she said, all right, I'm gonna give you the exit row. But next time you gotta pay. I was like, all right, next time. And I was like, yes. And that's what I was thinking of too. That's what I was thinking of on the way to the airport in the taxi. I was thinking, exit row. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yes,
Ashe. So let's apply all of this positivity to money. Right? To be positive about money, even when our bank account may not reflect it. Yeah. Even when a check is late in the mail, even when Chase said they're going to hold your money for 7 days, even like all of the things, let's just remain in positivity.
Yes. And it has been such an interesting experience because for me, my relationship with money has been much more clear closer to my stroke. When I was recovering from my stroke, I was like, right? And I was like smiling and, energy coming through, right? And I was like, no, I'm not going to worry about that money thing. And that didn't work out. So it's a matter of staying in that space, staying in that space, and knowing that everything is going to get worked out. Everything's going to get worked out.
Ashe, because it does. Yeah. One way or the other.
Yeah.
It does. It does get worked out. Yeah, that's my go-to line. I know you can help me. I know you can.
That's a good line. That's a good line, Mel. I gotta try that one. I know you can help me.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna try that one. Yeah, and I was trying to think of things that I could say to someone at the airline. I couldn't think of anything, so I was myself.
But you had the energy. You was like just alluding
Yeah,
the positive,
right. And
yeah.
I said okay to the fact that I need to pay for it. Like, all right, well, I ain't gonna pay for it, so and I still got
Got what you needed.
got what I needed. Yes.
Yeah, and because I think a lot of it is, especially people who are in the face what do they call it? Let's just say customer service.
Okay.
And they get beat up so much by customers. People come ready to fight them.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like almost foreign to them when someone is nice, is kind.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't give them the attitude, even if they're a little funky with you. You don't meet it with the funk. You just meet it with positivity.
I know, because that girl was stank. My girl, she was stank. She not smiling the whole time. Even when she gave me a seat, she not smiling the whole time. I was like, wow, this one's doing something.
Yeah, I want mine over by the. I could feel the shift. I felt her shift, I was like, okay.
That's
When she said, I'll be right back, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's an opening right there.
Yeah.
And I was reading today in the Science of Mind magazine. I love this month so much. The writings of the Daily Guides by Reverend Ron Fox. Today it's focused on gratitude. And one of the things he writes is, a grateful mind attracts things for which to be grateful. Practice gratitude consistently.
Practice
So
gratitude.
being grateful in advance of ...
Yeah. And it can be challenging.
Yeah.
It can be challenging. Nelson finally lit me up. Nelson was right here. He finally got up.
I heard him meowing at one point.
Yeah. So it can be challenging, but you've got to mind your P's and Q's. You've got to stay focused. You've got to not let other people's energy interact with yours. You've got to, because people can have the same, like you and your daughter come in like, yeah, we want to go get this, but then your daughter starts to shimmy, and you're still going strong, and she's back here shimmying. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like your own energy.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Because I say that's what'll get you through.
Yes. And I want to share this quote from Ernest Holmes. When the time comes that nothing goes forth from you other than that which you would be glad to have returned.
Say it again.
When the time comes that nothing goes forth from you other than that which you would be glad to have returned.
Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
So let nothing come out of your mouth. This is how I or out of my thoughts or out of what, out of me that I don't want to have returned.
Yeah, and also you gotta, I said this the other day, but you've got to eliminate all the things in your mind, right? Because you can't be speaking love and positivity and all the right things, but up here you're like,
Right. It has to be alignment.
It has to be alignment.
It has to be alignment because your energy, your thoughts, your vibration is going to override anything that comes out of your mouth.
Right.
You can't fake it.
Yeah.
It's alignment. You can't fake alignment.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, so we are already out of time. We already out of time. Okay.
Let me ask you one thing.
Yeah.
See, put in the chat yesterday about a book signing and book launch. What's that?
So Fee is putting together a virtual book launch for me for the 2 books for the Get Rich 101 by Sekou Writes and Little Sekou's First Dollar. And so she's putting it together, and she's putting it together on visual,
virtually
on Zoom. So
okay.
So
and what's happening at the Cape?
Escape. Well, we're gonna do more of the same.
Okay.
Because my mom's church is having a Zoom reading of my book, and that is happening on the 27th. And that's when we're going to be on the Cape. So we're going to do that and do something else.
Okay. So keep people posted about in person on Cape Cod.
Yes.
The date and all that stuff when it's finalized.
Yeah, because we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some things.
Yes. So I'm going to do my best to be there.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep you posted on the date.
All right.
Okay,
Sounds
folks.
Good.
Remember that now is better than perfect, and we'll see you later. Oh, don't forget that like Rev Mel, I'm doing a vacation for the month of August. The vacation for the month of August, so I'm going to play all the Tip Tuesdays and all the things that I wish I'd listened to before.
Oh, cool.
Right,
so mine start August 7th, so not all of August.
Oh,
well, August 1 is Friday.
Oh shoot! I think I'm going to be gone. I think I'm going to be gone on all of August. I think
all of August. All right, y'all heard it here first.
Because I wanted to listen to these Tip Tuesdays. These Tip Tuesdays that I did were very good. I was like, wow, this is really good. I want to go back and listen to them again.
Okay.
So, all right,
y'all. Peace and blessings.
All right, later.